Okay, today we're going to fine-tune a model that makes fun of people. So let's just get started. First, we need some training data. And to do that, I went to GPT-4 and I generated a bunch of people with their unique appearances, description of their unique appearances. Then I told ChatGPT to pretend that he's Joe Rogan and that he's making a short joke on the appearance of these people and to just style it in a table like this. So here's what we have. Just a bunch of jokes, right? Now we're going to copy the table and use this as our data for fine tuning. There we go. Just paste it right in. And we're just generating a bunch of these, right? So just make more. There we go. Got them. Let's see if this is going to be enough to create a good fine-tuned model. The reason why you want to create a fine-tuned model from this is just so that, let's say, it processes it faster, be more consistent, but mostly this is just like a test project. Okay, so we have 43 training data. It's not a lot. Just going to clean this up a bit. Just go with name, appearance, and joke. And I'm going to download as CSV. There we go. Now we go to entry point, and this is how you would fine-tune your own AI model. Now 43 examples isn't a ton, but it should probably generate at least 300. But yeah, so let's create a Joe Rogan clone. Let's go with generate type of project. Blank setup is fine in this case. I'm just going to import the data. Just a second. There we go. Now I have to select fields. I have to create the fields, right? And fields are going to help me create prompts. Basically, with entry point you generate like prompt templates where you insert your fields, which are the variables, right? And it's going to create the prompts automatically. It will make sense in a minute. So basically, a new field type. This is just a text. It's a prompt, and appearance is also text. And it's also a prompt. This is what I input into the model. And I want the output to be, well, the joke. So this is also a text and it's a completion. There we go. So we have two, well, prompt variables and one completion. Let's go with continue. Now we can create validation examples. Validation examples are basically, so once you send your data set for fine-tuning to OpenAI, it's going to take some, well, you can set it to basically take a chunk of your examples and not use them to fine-tune the model, but use them to validate the quality of the output of your fine-tuned model, right? So this is the validation. Now I don't have lots of examples, so I'm just going to go with 0. And let's go with finish. And so import has started. So now I'm going to see how the examples basically change. Should be any second now. There we go. Okay, so I'm in examples. Okay, so I see that I have a bug over here and it's this symbol right here. So I'm just going to screenshot that and send it to my co-founder to fix it. But looks like the apostrophe does not get pulled in correctly. But yeah, that's an easy fix, right? So yeah, okay. But let's say this works, that this looks fine. Also this part over here doesn't work that well. Yep, beta program, there we go. Anyway, so this is now the prompt. And this is the completion. Now you can see that we have the appearance and we have the appearance column is now, this column right here is now getting pulled right in here and the name is right in here. So I just want to change that around. So I'm going to go under templates and I can I actually just don't need a name, so I'm just going to delete that so I can save this. Now I just want to show you yeah, let's just save this. And then, yeah, so now the name is gone, right? Now, just want to show you one more thing before we continue, and this is kind of like a side thing, but let's say that you have a bunch of data sets, like multivariable data sets, and you're missing some data points somewhere. So just want to show you how powerful entry point can be for those types of things. So in the template, we actually build handlebar logic, which means that, let's say if you have an example without the appearance prompt, you can actually create an if statement. So let's say if appearance, and if this is not null, then well, then just show the appearance. Otherwise, it should be the else. Let's go with generic looking person. You can actually go with name is a generic looking person. And we can close the if. There we go. Okay, I'm going to save that, go under examples, and let's see if this works. So let's go with Kevin, and we're going to leave the appearance as empty. Completion should be the... Okay, now we have to come up with a completion. I have no show about Facebook. Right, I just save it. There we go. So Kevin is a generic looking person, right? We did not, right? So this is the default value. There we go, right? So that's how you can do that basically. Okay, so let's say that our training data set is ready. I can go here and looks like it works. Looks like it's only like a display problem with these apostrophes. So I'm just going to send this to the fine tune. Otherwise, I can go back here and just change it, tweak the examples, make sure that they're really what I want them to be. Just going to go now under fine tunes and just click plus, and I'm connected to OpenAI. I could also use AI21 in the future, any other platform. I'm going to use DaVinci as the model. A token recount is in progress. Okay, so we have 3,000 tokens. It's going to cost like $50 to fine tune this model. I can also tweak the number of epochs and prompt weight loss and stuff like that, but I'm just going to leave that as is for now. So yeah, let's start the fine tune. There we go. Fine tune has started. Now the name of this job, or the name of this fine tune model now, is Magenta Cicala. This is something that we made like a colorful animal just so that it's easier to navigate your fine tunes once you have a bunch of them, right? And yeah, I mean, you can rename this somewhere. I think it has to first finish, but yeah. Anyway, now we have to wait for this to complete, to like finish the job. It's gonna take, well, DaVinci takes quite a while, to be honest. So this one is going to take about an hour, maybe 2 hours. So I'll check back here once it's done, and let's see how well it works. Okay, so the fine tune is actually complete. It actually took only 5 minutes, so that's odd. Yes, no, OpenAI didn't have any load on their servers at the moment. Okay, so this is done. Let's open it up in Playground. So you can either open your fine tune in the official OpenAI's Playground, or you can open it in our Playground. So let's come up with some. Make them more. Let's come up with a with some examples to test this on, right? Okay. Take this. Let's go in here. We need a stop point and a stop sequence. Temperature is fine for this one. Hey, actually, that actually works. Let's see what GPT-4 generated. Yeah, so I guess this needs to be fixed, but that's okay. This is an easy fix. Will be done by the end of the day. Nebula so cosmic, even Neil deGrasse Tyson wants her headdress number. That's nice. Nebula looks like she's raised the coordinates. That's a bit more generic. I'm not too happy about that one. Let's generate some more. Yeah, I mean, I like that ChatGPT one more. She should come with her own set of constellations. Okay, that's better. Yeah. So, I mean, not bad, right? And now this is DaVinci model. Yeah. This is the DaVinci model. So the thing is, so how would this be actually like super useful? So the thing is, ChatGPT 4, you can't access it with an API just yet, right? For example, or any other like newest releases. But maybe you can take their OpenAI's or the latest models completions, or maybe you want your own completions or whatever, right? And you can fine tune it and then use a significantly weaker model like DaVinci. I think this is DaVinci 03. I'm not sure about it. It's either 01 or 03. And you can make the output of those weaker models significantly better quality. Approach it to the same quality as the latest model that is being released to the public, right? Now I'm actually super interested if I fine tune this model on like Curie, right? Because Curie is very, very cheap. And so let's just start another fine tune. Let's see how it works. So yeah. Now let me show you how this would look like in a playground. Okay, so yeah, so this one, let's come up with some other examples. Appearance, you don't need name. She's on break from, oh wow, look at that, another bug. Send this over. She makes the, okay, so this cuts it off exactly, basically. That's too bad. Okay, in the future, under Playground, basically what we're going to have is we're going to generate these examples automatically through like another AI, basically. So you don't have to do that, what I just did. And you're going to be offered like 3 completions and you'll be able to pick the one that you like the most, right? And that one is going to get saved into your examples. And you do this like 10, 100 or 1,000 times more. And then you basically use the examples to fine tune the examples that you just generated to fine tune a new version of your model and make it significantly better. Because Sam Altman said that this type of, well, I like this prompt more than I like that completion, more than I like that other completion, is the most effective and efficient way to fine tune your models even further. So yeah, that's that. So that's how you train your own AI model, basically. Let's see if this one is done. Just going to wait for a while. Okay, it's done. Turquoise cockroach. Let's try it out. Let's try it out in the playground. I'm just going to copy this. Add a stop sequence. There we go. Hey, it actually works. Oh, that's funny. Because Curie is significantly, I mean, less powerful than DaVinci. But hey, that's very, very awesome. Cool. Can we, let's see if we can break it. Let's do it with Babbage. Now this is just, we're going to increase the number of epochs for this one. Okay, so the Babbage one is also done. Let's try it out. Just going to use the same prompt, make it consistent, and let's see. Yeah, it's not the best one, right? So it kind of breaks. So that's interesting. Maybe if I had more examples, it could actually work with Babbage, and that would be really, really awesome because Babbage is just dirt cheap. It's basically free. Let's see OpenAI pricing. Yeah. So it's like Curie, and then it's 4 times cheaper than Curie. Okay. Well, that's it. That's it for this demo. Let me know if you have any questions.